Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Lasham Daily Briefing for Saturday, the 20th of June, 2026. Begin by looking at the synoptic here. Fairly messy picture out to the North Atlantic. It's fairly established low up to the north there, just northeast of Iceland and Greenland there. Stemming off that, quite a lot of frontal activity with some occlusions to the north of the UK. And the predominant feature really being this large cold front passing from the centre of that low all the way down through much of the UK. You can see that is weakening actually and decaying to the south of us towards the Bay of Biscay. And behind it also we have a bit of an occlusion. So it's quite possible that will catch up this cold front, and perhaps keeping the sort of landward portion lingering slightly longer, but it does appear to be weakening in its strength. If we look at the forecast, you can see by about 1 o'clock local time, there's a high pressure beginning to take hold just off the southwest of the UK, driving some of that poor weather away and weakening this front. Satpic, as you can see, quite a lot of cloud over the UK at this time, starting to thin out a little bit towards the channel, but definitely evidence of that front there. Clearer behind it, however, and for a cold front, not a great deal of rain there. Now there is a possibility that will increase as convection does as well, but I suspect that won't become too much of an issue. We just look at the Met Office rain prediction. Again, evidence of that front there, running that through. Nothing of significance even later into the day, apart from the occasional sort of isolated shower. So I think really, as that front clears, we'll see less cloud and pleasant afternoon. Odium, their observation at this time, or 40 minutes ago, 210 degrees, 8 knots, 10 kilometer visibility, a few clouds at 600 feet, and overcast at 2,000 feet. Just a 3-degree split there. So hopefully that will increase. Farnborough Taff, similar wind, slightly more westerly, 240 degrees, 6 knots, 10 kilometer visibility with broken cloud at 2,000 feet, and up until about 9 o'clock, low broken at 900. Looking at the winds aloft for the middle of the day, you can see south of us, southwesterly around 10 to 15 knots of flying height to the north, a little bit more westerly, around 10 knots. So fairly calm there across much of our area. And surface wind, you can see here, southwesterly flow, but fairly light. Local Met Office forecast giving a strength of no more than 10 knots, gusting sort of into the high teens. Symbolic forecast indicating it's going to break up with a little bit more scattered cloud later on, and a UV warning there of 6. GFS 22 degrees at the warmest part of the day, so a bit cooler today, with a dew point of 18. And presently we're up to 17.8 with a dew point of 15.8. So only a 2-degree split there. So hopefully once we get a bit of separation there, this cloud base will rise. As the view on the south side looking to the west, you can see a fairly solid base there. So hopefully that clearing from the west as that front moves through, and a little bit of sun on the ground will improve that split. SkySat cross-section showing the cloud lifting quite slowly throughout the morning and reaching about 2,000 feet around midday, perhaps early afternoon, and improving on throughout, becoming quite soarable later on as well. Top Meteo showing the cloud distribution here, low level cloud here for 8 o'clock local, and starting to break up really by 10 or 11, and usable probably slightly after that. Lasham's quite a few things there, given the forecast, a very brief summary. We've obviously got competitions at Aston and Bidford if anyone ended up in that direction. Down at 20 there, it's a BBMF fly past at Millbridge. That's between 115 and 145 local. And up at 34 here, that's again BBMF fly past of Wokingham between 1310 and 1340 local time. Anyway, most Glen pilots just be aware that the Isle of Wight festival is on, so we do have a restricted area down here, number 3. And obviously, if you are intending to go cross country today, do recommend that you self-brief. Move on now to glider bookings. Just the one K21 today on booked flying, with another on the casual list. We've also got a K21 and a K13 allocated to the youth group this afternoon, and there'll be a K13 operating the trial lists. We've got TMG extension course on, so that will sort of look after itself. And there is plenty of single seater availability and 3 on the casual list. So if there are any instructors around that fancy doing a little bit of casual instructing, your help would be much appreciated. Nothing to report as far as movements are concerned, and a reminder about the Boeing expedition. So in summary, we have low pressure to the north there, which is more or less dominating our weather, although high pressure out to the southwest at this time. There's a slow-moving cold front that's weakening and passing later today, and a south-westerly flow. Therefore, we'll operate runway 27 with cables on the south sides. And as always, don't land or taxi across the disused runways as shown in red. Here's our airfield set up to finish, winching from the south of the runway here, Club Aeroting north of the centre line. Any grids in its usual place, up by 2-3 and self-launchers queuing in a line along the peri track. That's all from me this morning. We'll see you there shortly, and have a good day. Keep it safe. Thank you.